the NFL on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC South. It's the Saints and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 22.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. On the return, Deontay Harris. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. The hat trick +1. 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake. Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. On play action, it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A give to Kamara running right. Oh, a nice spin. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Shavarius Ward in on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games.
He's by himself, Keenan Allen. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On On second down, Kamara. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Back to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Brandon Ayuk.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he finds a man on the crossing route.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen.
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try. And time has run out on this first half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half.
There he goes, right side. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Buccaneers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 13. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have picked up right where they left off in half number one. Just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. He'll try again, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
But maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off near the 32. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the Traders take a look, we'll step aside. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 49 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll look to throw now on first down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. A give. This is Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Again, it's Kamara. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
But that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very nice.
And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And now the rookie's free. The 40. Past the 20. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Here's Harris to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. Under pressure, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, that's Ayuk. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
This is taken at about the 14. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. So out come the Bucs now. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance.
This is caught inside the 15. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They'll try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he's got this down to the 35. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really in this one.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation.
It's caught inside the 25. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Brady going to look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a